Hello, I am Maxwell Macmillan, and I have a divine mandate from Jehovah to help you succeed. In the next few minutes, I am going to talk to you about making gratitude an attitude. How to make gratitude an attitude. The Bible says in Psalm 34 verse 1, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise will continuously be in my mouth. Now, another version says, I'll bless the Lord always. His praise will consistently be in my mouth. Now, this is a psalm that David wrote after he escaped from the Philistines. You see, David was captured by the Philistines and he was brought to their king, Abimelech. And in order to be able to get away with whatever it is in order to be able to escape, David pretended to be mad. So that with wisdom, Abimelech said, why did you bring this madman in front of me? Just let him go. So after David was let go, the Bible says he wrote this psalm, Psalm 34. And in verse 1 he said, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise will continuously be in my mouth. In other words, for David, gratitude in this sense was not an occasional thing. It was not because God had delivered him from the Philistines. That is why he was grateful. He was saying that for me, gratitude is a consistent thing. It is something that I do. It is an attitude. It is something that I always do. You see, in order to succeed in life, one of the things a man or a person must be able to do is to learn how to show gratitude. First and foremost, there are two things. We're going to look at this in two ways. I'm going to look at a vertical gratitude and what I also call a horizontal gratitude. Vertical and horizontal gratitude. Vertical gratitude is the kind of gratitude that we show to God because of what He is or who He is in our lives. We do not show gratitude to God because of the things He does for us. We show gratitude to God based on a relationship, based on what He has made us, based on what we have with Him, based on the fact that He is our Father, based on the fact that without Him we cannot be. You see, it is easy to show gratitude when things are going well. It is easy to be happy. It is easy to show praise when everybody is around and things are going your way. At the beginning of the year, or most of the time at the end of the year, you see people go to church, you see them talk about showing gratitude, Thanksgiving service, doing this, doing that, all in the name of showing gratitude to God. That is easy to do because the occasion calls for it. It is the end of the year, everybody is happy, no matter what, everybody is happy. So gratitude comes naturally, comes easily. What about the times when things are not going so well? What about the times when your projections didn't go right? What about the times that your goals didn't come true? What about the times that things that you put across did not really go well? Are you able to show gratitude even when things have not gone well? Do you know also that showing gratitude in the midst of chaos is a sign of faith? It shows you trust God despite the circumstance. It shows you have trust in God in spite of your situation. So David says, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise will consistently, continuously be in my mouth. It is not possible to achieve things the way you want to achieve them except you learn to show gratitude. Now, that's just brief on the vertical gratitude. Now, I'm just going to be brief on that one because a lot of us understand some of these things, showing gratitude to God. The other side I want us to look at more is the horizontal gratitude. You see, the Bible says, how can you love God whom you do not see and hate your brother whom you see? Anybody that does that, the Bible says, is a liar, because God you do not see. Your fellow man you see. In the same way, bringing it to gratitude, I want to ask you, how can you show gratitude to a God you do not see, and yet the person that God has planted in your life to make a difference, the person God has given you to cause a change or bring something about in your life, you do not show gratitude to. How can you show gratitude to a God you do not see and then neglect a person that you can see? You see, the same God that you're showing gratitude to is the same God that put the person in your life. It is easy for us to overlook things or people that we are familiar with. You overlook your mother, overlook your father, overlook friends, overlook your spouse, overlook someone that is close to you, a friend, all because you are familiar with such a person. Now, if you want to be successful in life, if you want to go far in life, you need to understand how to show gratitude to the people that are in your life. One thing that is very clear is this. A survey was done in a workplace, a number of workplaces, and after the survey, they realized something, that above the needs or the requirement, the things that people were actually looking forward to, above everything else, people preferred appreciation. In other words, even their salary, they saw it that my salary should reflect the kind of appreciation that my boss has for me. In other words, everybody likes to be appreciated. Unfortunately, human beings are such that anything we are familiar with, we take for granted. Anything that we see often, we take for granted. Do you know that you can actually change a person's attitude by consistently showing appreciation? I'll give you an example. There is this story of a woman that came to a man of God and said, "Man of God,